Oh, Bakken, welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit chatting. We get those who matter when it comes to sports development. Today, we're throwing the spotlight on water polo. Yes. Some years back, the dream was born and they appeared on this screen for the first time, talking about it. And everybody said, "What's this crazy thing they intend doing?" But these people have never given up. And the initiator, the founder, the dreamer, but the motivator for water polo development in Ghana, now in West Africa, now in Africa, is no other person than Otum for Nana or Tikokosu Nana. I have Prince Sante Sefa-Boakye in the house. The only Rastaman in the pool.
Come on.
Prince.
Hey, Tio Sampa.
What's up?
Oh, good to be back home. Everything is cool. Yeah.
You haven't changed.
Original. Number one original.
Wow. So, from January, we are in the 11th month and a lot has happened.
This year, we had our 4th Water Polo League, starting in January. This one was even more of an international. We had an official, highly ranked official, come by to teach our team, our other staff, on how they can properly referee the games when we are not around. And then we had our championship to debut at the Bortemon Stadium. That's the center of the All-African Games. And then we continue our training and get more and more international people to come in and grow the sport and make sure our athletes continue to be ready and understand what the Olympic standard is for the game. So it's very satisfying to see. I even show up to the pool now to train them and they can run on themselves. They're strong.
You mean now?
Oh, the baby has grown.
Let's look at the expansion, the number of young ones that have taken interest.
Sure.
You started with a handful.
We started with a small group in the central region in Breku, and then that expanded to Accra, working with the youth along the coast. And then we found ourselves in Kumasi at the Lake Bosumtre, working with the Abona region children over there. And those were our core group within boys and girls. We had a trip to go to the Volta region and we got to engage that community. So I think we started with about, maybe I'd say 20. Now we've reached about 80 in total. Boys and girls training, from our youngest one, maybe 12 years old, to the oldest, maybe being 24. All committed, all invested, all motivated to showcase this game because it's changing their life and it's influencing the ones around them too. If you remember, last year we had our trip to South Africa. We took our young team to go, and that was really our first exhibition and our friendly matches where we won our matches. The first ever international water polo games for Ghana, we took the championship. And then we had one child, he went all the way to Brazil. So these stories of, man, if I can join this team, if I can keep swimming, if I can learn this sport, it can take me not only out of my neighborhood, but out of the country, out of the continent, and into a great life.
So on our screens are some of the girls that really everybody wears a smile. Now tell me, what are the values of this sport that really makes everybody that comes closer want to stay? Tell me more about it.
You know,
where you link it up with schooling and stuff like that. Tell me.
First and foremost, the major benefit of this sport is the swimming. Many people don't know how to swim, and if you don't know how to swim, you'll drown. So being a part of this game, being a part of swimming, being a part of water polo, it's number one way to advocate for drowning prevention.
Okay.
So that one is already a huge life-saving skill. Now, once you look at the academic benefits, you're now becoming a student athlete because, mind you, this sport is an Olympic sport. And some of the best schools in the world, in the US, they have sports and teams like this. So, of course, we have our Olympic dream to one day wear the gold medal for Ghana in Olympic water polo. But our small dreams before that is the kids get to have an opportunity to travel to the US, to play on a collegiate team, or even just travel abroad to be a coach, to be a participant, or to create the connection with other athletes that have been able to play 4 or 5 years in university and be able to travel and play on a university team. So the goals of learning character building, commitment, discipline, and just understanding that when you're a part of a team, you're no longer a selfish person. You have to do what's best for the whole group. And some of these life skills prepare these kids for opportunities in their jobs, in the workplace, me being the strict coach, our team of coaches, it teaches the kids how to act even before they get a boss. So once they enter the workplace, they can say, oh, my coach was very strict on me, so I know what I should do when I see my boss. I have to be correct, I have to be disciplined. So the benefits are endless. And it's truly the best sport in the world, because you're swimming using every muscle in your body, you're using your lungs. And once again, it's a drowning prevention advocacy, where when you learn to swim, you can stay afloat in any water.
Initially, there was this uncertainty from some parents, some guardians about allowing their children to do. How did you break that thing and encouraging especially the girl child to be? We have seen more girls really in the water, because everybody feels that sports like this should be for the boys.
Absolutely.
So how did you manage to weave in the girls? Now we have a standby girls team, more than 2, more than 3 girls are liking it. Walk Ghanaians through.
I think we just focused on consistency, because it can be very intimidating for the parents. You see this Rasta man and his group, hey, we want your child to join our sport for swimming, for a pool sport, going to the beach, what is this? So we had to make sure we were very truthful and honest and consistent with every parent, saying, yes, we want to take your child, teach them this skill, we promise you it's going to benefit them, and you'll get them back at this time. So a lot of communication, and in different local areas, you know, it's very difficult to convince the parents. So that's why we have to have people in the community that can speak to them and be the leader there, you know, because it's very difficult sometimes when they see someone who, they say he's a Ghanaian, but he went to tree, he doesn't understand the tree, so they have to get somebody to come in and
So right now that we are talking, someone is watching for the and say, what is this guy talking about? Now, give us a background. People don't know where you really come from.
That's
so
true.
Break it down a little bit for us, refresh our minds.
Sure.
Who is Prince Asante Sefa-Boakye?
Prince Kofi Asante Sefa-Boakye. Born in U.S., raised in California. Daddy is from Kumasi.
Your dad is from Kumasi.
And mommy is Black American from U.S. So growing up, I always had the connection to the continent through family, through Ghana. And playing water polo sports, you know, you're being the only Ghanaian, the only Black one on every team you're on. You have this dream. I had this dream of, where do I go back? Why don't I go back to the homeland, go back to my father's land, and bring this sport that I'm so passionate about, not just to fulfill my dream, but to birth dreams for the youth, to let them know that you have the permission to dream and reach Olympic levels. You just have the ability to dream and see yourself outside of your own environment. That's been the biggest thing. And taking everything I've learned from the U.S., sharing it with the youth here in Ghana, and then inspiring that same mission, that now you have someone born here in Ghana, wants to come back and go to the U.S. so they can learn and bring their skills and develop that so they can bring it back home to grow the local communities.
So at what age did you start this thing? Because you're still Black.
Hey, very. I'm proud.
And so when you're in the water, it's like the keyboard. You are the only one that will be spotted, because who is that Black thing? And with this, your dreadlocks.
Thank you.
So at what age did you really decide that I love this sport? Because there are plenty of sports. I know you watch lots of sports.
Of course. Hey, boxing, football, basketball. But for some reason, this one stuck with me, because in the town I was at, even just growing up, we had asthma. Breathing was very difficult. But some people don't know that swimming is actually a very huge health benefit. It improves your asthma. It even strengthens your lungs.
That's for asthmatic patients.
Exactly right.
If you know you're an asthmatic patient, you can try swimming.
You absolutely should try swimming, because it will benefit you.
Oh.
Even myself, I had asthma, and now it's decreased. My breathing is strong. So that alone is what kept me in it. And then, again, being the only Black on the team and being behind in the swimming, in the dry lands, in the fitness, I said, I have to commit to this one. So by 15, 16, I said, this is what I'm going to do. And then you play in school, you play in university, I play team captain as my college team, and then you adventure out. I got to play in Europe. I got to do some training in Brazil. And all that time, it was thinking, what if we bring this to Ghana? What if we bring this home? What if we get an all-Black team, so that my story and the stories of other Black players, they don't have that anymore. What if we make a team that is all Black, from the coaches to the teammates to the officials to the staff, everywhere, so everybody can feel more motivated by their home? And it's happened, not just with some of the communities I have in California, but proudly here in Ghana, in Africa, just to see the whole pool and everybody is swimming, floating, smiling, Black. Beautiful thing, so beautiful.
You make it sound so beautiful, but Did you face any challenges there? As a black boy
How?
who wants to mingle with the white boys
How?
to swim. We read that there's something called racism out there. Was it endemic in your area?
You know, you stand out. You stand out. You know, when you're different, people look at you differently, and it's a part of it. I think we all have our stories. You even look at the Olympic teams. Same deal on the boys and the women's side, men's and the women's side. You have one black on each side, and everybody has the story of somebody staring at you for too long, or maybe you'll get teased. Some even the comments that I receive, hey, why don't you play American football or basketball? Isn't that where everybody black plays? Why are you doing the swimming sport? So you have those stories, but then you realize you don't mind them. You don't listen to that because you're coming to improve. You're not coming to bow down from people that say you shouldn't be in this sport, you shouldn't play here. You're coming to represent. And that was the biggest thing for me. But whenever we had any type of, potential discrimination, or some people say racism or anything, you just realize, okay, you will embarrass those that are discriminating against you by your success. Because they say you cannot do this, you can't swim, it's not a black sport. And then you become succeeding, you become strong in it. So now you silence everybody with the work ethic. So we do experience some of those things, but it's something that continues to motivate you. Like I said, the character building. Because when you're a part of something that does have the adversity, and you know you may or may not be long, but you still persevere, that is a gold medal. That is truly a gold medal.
And since you came back to Ghana to start this thing, response from where you left, are they surprised? Are they still looking out and saying, this guy is still dreaming it will never... Well, the response from your colleagues that see you, because since you started this thing, I've seen you feature on the BBC.
Thank you.
CNN and stuff. International media organizations have reached out to you.
Yes. It's the validation, because anything you do, you have to move with confidence. Anything you do, you have to be certain of yourself. Even if you're the only one in the room that believes in this dream. Once people see how serious and how committed you are, they have no choice but to join you. So my colleagues, I remember when I first came, they said, this is why? What? They don't swim. Ghanaians, we don't swim. What is this polo sports? What is water polo? We don't do these things. But it's the consistency and the commitment. And then when they see the news interviews, they see the BBC article, they see the videos, and then it's not even seeing me. It's seeing the children playing the game, the children coaching themselves, the children growing up. And the naysayers, they become supporters. So many people, they say, it's even a threat. They say, you're doing so well. We're so proud of you. Now you can never give up. You can't, because we all believe in you now. And that is the motivating factor, is the colleagues are saying, we thought it was a joke, but now it's very serious. You have to continue, not just for me to see this. It motivates the children more than anything. The boys and the girls that now see themselves playing at a high level, so that they have their own BBC feature in the future. So it's been a beautiful thing to see the naysayers turning into supporters, and then seeing the people who have supported, seeing their response, that they made the right choice to support Black Star Polo. And not even just through the media, but we work to get our corporate sponsors in the US. We work to get the funders and the investors in the US, and those people continue to donate and support us. And they spread the word with their colleagues and say, this is something that we have to support. This is something that continues to need our funds, because it's not just the game, it's the community building, it's the commitment, it's the smiles, it's the change in taking these children out of something that is bigger than themselves and being a part of something, giving them a chance to play in the national stadium. All of those things are what make people continue to believe in this dream. Even on the days myself, I have the rough days and face the challenges, but people will say, no, what you've done is beautiful, keep going. And you see these pictures, you can't deny. You cannot deny how beautiful and how strong this impact is.
Since you started this thing, I've seen you or heard you go to other African countries. How many African countries have you been introducing this sports to them?
Hey, so it's been interesting, because you go to different countries like Zimbabwe, and we've mentioned before South Africa and Egypt, they've gone to the Olympics. And then you now have countries like Kenya, and then you have countries even like Ethiopia, that they have a very small presence of the game, and it's just a push they need. They just need some support or some belief. So I'm very proud to say Black Star Polo has been able to go to those countries, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya recently, Ethiopia, and just continue to share the dream. And I can't even say share the dream, it's just share the reality that this can be a sport for Africa. And it truly is a sport that empowers communities, empowers those by the coastline. It activates the federations, and it gets them saying, wait a second, we have the facilities, we have the resources, we can grow this sport as well. So it's been beautiful to see this sport develop and to see Black Star Polo having an influence on it. And, you know, the dream is to have that African tournament where those countries and those athletes that I've had the pleasure of working with and different coaches I've had the pleasure to learn from can all come for this tournament. Those of African descent, those in the diaspora coming to play together in this almost diaspora division where they can say, all right, this sport has brought continents together.
Great. So right now, as you speak, what's happening? We're in the 11th month. Very soon, the year will go to an end.
Yeah.
What's up your sleeves?
Hey, so back now in Ghana to start preparations for the 5th annual water polo season here. This year, we're working to get even more international representation. There's even some talk about having some Olympians of the sport come to Ghana to share their expertise, their wisdom, some just coming off of the last games in Paris. And once again, for this to reach the ears of those professionals, it means the job is going so well. So we're here now speaking with my staff, my coaches. If you've seen any of the videos, that's who the people are that I have to thank. They continue to keep this thing going while I'm away spreading the message. So we're working to get more involvement. We want to even get more schools involved, more kids involved, just so we can grow the sport more and more and even get it into an infrastructure so that everybody knows this is the time and this is the place to be a part of the game. Our preseason trainings have been taking place at Achimota School.
Okay.
I think they've been pretty excited to see the game now find its way onto their campus. So that might be a place that we really focus on getting more of their athletes and including it into their program. So it's very exciting to see this thing develop and to see it just kind of go on autopilot because it's not even up to me. It's, again, the athletes. They say, Coach, we're ready. When's the next game? When is the next tournament? And being here to work with the sports organizations, the ministers of sports, working with the government to see how they can assist us to push that because we've got out of the 80 to 100 athletes we have, all we need is 20. And those 20 will be the ones that will represent the country when we continue to get our invitations to play abroad. So it's continuing that mission, getting the preparations for the season to take place, utilizing the site of the All-African Games so we can use that pool and give them the experience of training at a high level and being in a stadium that can host different countries and working to continue to let them know that, listen, you will be rewarded for your consistency. And I think right now we're laying the blueprint down on how we can get more international trips so that these kids can see, all right, now we can showcase the skills. Now we can go back to our friends in Italy or our friends in Brazil, friends in South America and in the US so they can say, all right, the team in Ghana is actually serious and they can play. So those are all the goals that I have and working to get more of the corporate local Ghana funding and sponsorship. So that way, hey, they can all say they played a role in this Olympic journey for Black Star Polo.
Great. Have you seen the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Kofi Adams? You've
Absolutely,
met him?
absolutely.
Have you met Yao?
I have met Yao. Mr. Yao, hey, I'll be seeing you again very soon.
Have you met
Yeah.
the team at the NSA, the Yao and his team?
We have. We
You
did a
did?
meeting earlier this year. We
Okay.
presented him just a small trinket, a news article saying this is our program, this is what we want to grow, and we'll be seeing him again very soon. I think he's aware that we're in town, and you know, we'd love to have him have a special seat at our trainings, at our matches, because he's very supportive. He's someone that it was very easy to talk to. I think he understands the power of sport and how it can influence the youth and how important it is for a country. And I think he also sees the curiosity. He's got the spark that it is wise to invest in sports outside of football. Can you imagine, you see Black stars on the football pitch, now you have Black stars in the pool, and then you have Black stars in the boxing ring, and you have Black stars all over in different sports. I think he's a wise man to understand that we need to grow our palette of sports outside of course, where we shine on the pitch.
And before I let you go, time is up. If somebody is watching us and is touched by this beautiful narrative from you and wants to just come on board and say, want to just partner you small, assist you small on social media, where do they get you?
Hey, on social media, you can follow us at Black Star Polo. You follow Instagram, it's at BSPWPC. We have a website, blackstarpolo.org. You can check out, send an email to, and if you want to reach, you can even reach direct, 020-908-9717. Send a message, send a call, and we'll get you ready to rock with our water polo warriors. And we look forward to seeing everybody. Save the date. January 17th, 2025 is our debut. And we'll be even hosting a training this Saturday at Achimota. So the invitation is there. Please reach out and you will not
Give us the dates again. Give us the dates again.
January 17th, 2026 is the 5th annual water polo season beginning. And this Saturday at Achimota, I believe that is the 16th, if I'm not mistaken.
So training sessions will be there. People should just pass by.
Pass by, witness it, join in if you'd like.
First timers can come.
Absolutely, absolutely. First timers, boys and girls, men and women. You should come by and just see the greatest sport in Ghana take shape.
I like the spirit. when really are you going to storm Kumasi and then go to your grandfather? When exactly are you going to do it?
Mansion Palace. That is the target, huh? We need to go there. And you know, even our Kumasi teams are doing very well. So it makes sense to go there and present to Otumfo that, listen, look at what your grandchildren are doing. This is something that I think you can be.
Because the Gamanchedia, doors are always open. He wants to use sports as one of the tools and education to change the lives of the boys and girls at the coastal line and what you are doing for us in life.
Yes.
So far as you are from the lineage of Otumfo's place.
Thank you.
And the Gamanche and Otumfo are friends. They were in the same school. They are friends.
Is that true?
Yeah, so there's a link between the two of them, two great kings that we have in this country.
Wow.
So put your house in order.
Yeah.
Just do the two and then get their blessings as well. And then maybe that will open the door.
I think so.
For corporate Ghana to really believe in that dream.
Yeah.
And then because taking them from the streets and then from the shores and telling them school is good and participate in this sport.
Absolutely.
You be coached. You get opportunity to go out there to continue your schooling outside.
Absolutely.
Play, become a professional player at the Olympics.
Absolutely.
They become like Sante. Professional.
They become like me, and then they become better than me. Oh, and that is the gold medal. That is truly so.
And so Ghanaians, that's the guy. He never stops dreaming. Prince Sante.
Hey.
Kofi
Sefa-Boakye.
The Friday one.
Why are you? You done well.
So it's all about water polo, and please keep the dream on, saying that if we don't even know how to swim, they will teach us how to swim. And then the one thing that hit me was the fact that if you know you have somebody who is asthmatic, let the person join swimming, because it's one of the therapies that can really reduce it. He is a living testimony. And so now it doesn't, if you even look at it, it doesn't look, it doesn't have it. It's gone.
It's gone.
It doesn't even, those inhalers and things, you've thrown them away. You don't remember the last time you had it?
The last time I used it, I think it was just because of dust, but not because of hard breathing. I keep it in my room, but I rarely use it, you know? And for fitness too, you lose weight. It's the best way to lose weight. It's the best way to make friends. It's the best way to just get involved.
Everything is best about it.
Oh, the best thing you can do is swim.
And the best thing you should know is to get closer to Sefa-Boakye. Hey. One day when you can, I'll let you put on your kente.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
And then come here and then
I'll wear it.
That's the way we wrap up on the pitch today. Do enjoy the rest of our programs. Have a lovely day.